Welcome to the Just Pearly Things channel, where men get used. We all know that Pearly Things is a social chameleon. She comes from money. And guess what she's doing? She's setting up a girlfriend of hers with some high status sucker. Now, who's this guy? His name's Sneeko. Who's Sneeko? Well, I guess he writes songs. So he's building up fame, right? So he's gaining status. And she's going to set him up with one of her leech girlfriends. Where is she? There she is. Now, before we get into it, let's hear what this woman has to say.
Yeah, my dream is to have a big house with a field and grow my own food.
Her big fantasy is to have a big house and a field, right? That's her fantasy. How come she isn't going towards it? In other words, why isn't she saying, well, I've been working my ass off to get these things, right? No, her way of getting it is to find some sucker here. Where is he? Find some sucker here to pay for it all, right? So that's what's going on there.
Have animals and eat them.
Good. Have animals and eat them. Now, look how this woman's dressed. Do you think this woman is a farmer? Does she know anything about farming? If you had ambition for something like that, you would learn how to do it. So we know this is all horseshit.
Like cows. Because I think we have to start providing for ourselves instead of...
This is more the social chameleon. Well, it's comedian too. Provide for ourselves. This is nonsense. This is a typical woman who's looking for a man to provide for her so she doesn't have to work for a living. So she's telling gullible men what they want to hear.
Of relying on supermarkets, which can actually cut us off if we have a really tyrannical government.
Holy shit. This is how gullible men are who come to Pearly Things channel. They think this woman is serious about what she's saying. She's not worried about the government. This woman relies on the government. All women love the government. You can't make a man pay child support without the government involvement, right? You can't go on welfare without government involvement. This woman loves the government. She's not afraid of it. She's repeating men's fears, right?
One day, which, you can kind of see it's kind of getting tyrannical already, isn't it? Yeah, my dream is to have...
Okay, so you've heard the bullshit, and you see how she's dressed. She's a chameleon. And we'll get into this guy, Sneeko, and you're going to see he's got the girl because he's got built up the fame, right? Or the status, or whatever you want to call it. And he's going to be enraptured, and this woman is like, good, I've landed one.
Okay.
Hello.
Take 3. Welcome back. I gotta hug you one more time.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, it is. I actually hope the mic fails again so we can do that. It's great
Make sure that girl got her ass shot in. Yeah.
to have you back.
Great
blah, blah,
to be
blah.
here again.
Just...
By the way, there's no way this woman wouldn't be able to pick up a guy in a heartbeat. She doesn't need any of this kind of, what do you call it, Pearly Things intervention. The only reason she does is she's looking for a high status man. And again, Pearly Things comes from a high status circle. She comes from money. And so this is what's going on. And all you guys in the comments, this has nothing to do with you. You, Wrecker's World, and, Brian Cunningham, you guys are never going to get this from Pearly Things. You're nobodies.
So they kept cutting out, and we talked about... So I asked you out, you'd like to go out tonight.
And you said you want to marry me.
And get you...
Pregnant.
I don't think I said that.
You definitely said that.
So he's going full on. He's putting on... He wants to get together with a woman. That's why he's built up status. That's why all of us guys build status. To get the girl, right? And she's saying, she's a big smile on her face, like, yeah, you want me. I'm bringing nothing to the table, but you want me.
I don't remember saying that, but it's just TV, so it's different. But I do want to have an actual conversation and take you out for an actual date. You've clearly won. I told they can go. Bye. The rest of them, I don't know if you're watching.
God.
No, they can leave. So
You saying bye to the rest of the women? It's hard to hear what he's saying. So he's just looking for somebody. See, all these guys who build up status, as much as they would want to hear them, they know they can't have it. So they're just trying to desperately grab the one special girl. And there's nothing special about this woman. This woman is basic, off the shelf. She's a standard woman.
yeah, we were talking about the jab and how you can't trust somebody who's taking it because they're going to trust the government again.
Yeah, it's hard to be with a man who has had it because, you know, if they fell for that, what else are they going to fall for in the future? Like with the New World Order.
This guy, he's talking about the jab. Is he an anti-vaxxer? Okay, so he's paranoid. And this woman is a social chameleon. Sorry, everyone. Chameleon. And she is, of course, telling him whatever he wants to hear. This is how women use men, everyone.
Are they going to fall for that and believe that it's climate change as well? Like, you have to be careful with who you
Agree with.
Exactly, because you have to have the same mindset. Otherwise, you know, you hear stories of people not wanting to jab their kids, and then the partner goes and does it behind their back, which is like that's probably the worst thing that could ever happen.
That's a divorceable offense.
100%.
I think it's a crime.
It should be a
A
crime.
divorceable offense. Dude, you have no rights as a man in marriage. So you're not going to divorce anybody. Once this woman lands you, your life is over. All this that she's given you here will disappear. It'll vanish.
I haven't heard any stories about that, but I mean, I would say it's clearly the next pandemic. They're going to go and track our carbon footprint. They're going to tell us how much we can go outside, how much we can use gas, how much we can use our air conditioning, and that's going to way that they're going to quarantine us. So
Another fear.
Notice men are always worried about being told what to do by other men. When they talk about the government, that's what they mean. Other men. Other men are going to be, but I can't wait to be told what to do by this goddess.
Campaign. That's what it is, a psyop.
all it's a psyop. You're using all the same vocabulary. Yeah, it's they control everybody with fear, and they brainwash a lot of people into. And I've seen it.
Do you think this woman actually wants to hear this paranoid drivel? This is not entertaining her in any way. She doesn't agree with this. She's not interested in this. Well, when I say she doesn't agree, in other words, this kind of conversation she'll never have with her girlfriends. She's not interested. Women are not afraid like men are, right? Because they know they're always going to be in charge.
With a lot of the girls that we've been on dates, that I've been on dates with today, they're just like,
women know that they're always going to be taken care of by the government, so they're never going to see them as the enemy.
They're clubbing all the time, and they're not really focused on the future. And I like that you have a clear plan for your future and what you want. I was really surprised that you said you want.
Her only plan is to land a sucker like you. That's her plan. She went to her friend PearlyThings. They're both women that probably come from, well, PearlyThings definitely comes from money. And this young lady wants money. So she came to her friend and said, I want a sucker who I can land. After that, that's her only plan. I hope you don't believe that horseshit she said about becoming a farmer.
7 kids. That's like a big
Maybe
test.
more.
Maybe more? You think you can handle it?
Yeah.
How old are
Well,
you?
then I want to hear
Me
that
too.
again. Is he talking about children? Guys always go on about children, like they themselves want them.
Maybe more? You think you can handle it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
22.
Sorry,
Okay, you can
I got to get back further.
really focus on the future, and I like that you have a clear plan for your future and what you want. I was really surprised that you said you want 7 kids. That's like a big test.
Oh my God. I want 7 kids. This woman lied to you, dude. You think this woman might have a child, or maybe 2 as leverage against you, tops. Or she might just turn around and change her mind and say, no, I'm not having any children. But she doesn't want to have 7 children. This is her just lying her ass off to get this sucker. Men are suckers.
Yes.
More.
Maybe more? You think you can handle it?
Yeah,
How old are you?
22.
Oh yeah, you can handle it. You
Yeah,
gotta start soon though.
I know.
And
I wouldn't be opposed to it right now. I'm not doing it.
Yes, this is a Freudian slip. I'm not opposed to it right now. You see, not while I'm trying to land you. As soon as you're landed, I'm going to be opposed to it. This body is for showing off. It's not going to be ruined by 7 children.
Anything like that. Like,
And
I'm
she's not going to be wasting her time as a farmer. She might LARP as a farmer and go around and be like a gardener for a while. And it's going to get old. And next thing you know, she's going off with her girlfriends on your dime, dude.
partying or anything. I've never really had that in me. So why not start now?
the sooner the better.
Mm.
I agree. I always wanted to be a young father. But yeah, this was I don't really find often that I click with somebody this quickly.
Yeah.
And
Well, she's telling you everything you want to hear. So she's just smarter. You know why? You took a while to build up your status to become a target. So when you were poor, Sneeko, women weren't interested in you at all. And so they told you outright that you were a loser. And so that's why you weren't clicking with them.
you said earlier when the mic cut out that there's even a dating app for unjabbed people.
Now, this is important. A dating app. This woman doesn't need a dating app. She wants to get with a good guy. But she rejected the dating app, right?
You haven't used it though, right?
I haven't used it, but I know it's there.
You know why she hasn't used it? Because if she used it, she'd get a bunch of low status nobodies like Wrecker's World and Brian Cunningham, right? Who's this Daryl Mikatuk? She's not interested in any of you guys, is she? Exactly. Louis Calderon. She is adorable. Good job, Sneeko. Yeah, good job at gaining status. Louis, you better gain your own status if you want to get a man user.
I just like in-person meetings more.
Oh, sorry. I just want to point out that, guys, what's happening here is not going to involve you, right? This is a woman searching for a high status sucker. And you guys are nobodies. Just want to point that out again.
More natural.
Yeah, I think it's extremely important. I don't think if you meet somebody on an app or something, it's like
It
Bill
feels
Gates had his
forced.
hand in it. Mark Zuckerberg orchestrated it, and
Exactly.
it's not.
Yeah. More conspiracy bullshit. Mark Zuckerberg made it. What does that got to do with anything, dude? Again, she's using PearlyThings as her dating app. She says, you're from a high status circle. Hook me up with some high status sucker.
It's
It's not the
strange.
same.
But yeah, you won, and this is our third time having this conversation, so we're having to force a little bit.
We're having to repeat things, but it still feels
Well, she's happy to do it as long as she lands you.
natural.
Can I have your contact information?
My contact
Yeah.
information, sure.
Get that before.
Not Snapchat though.
No, I don't.
Gosh.
Don't have. I'm a girl man.
I'm glad. It's nice to hear.
Yeah, they're all above Snapchat, aren't they?
Kind of not usual nowadays.
We can cut now, right? We're good. I won. I won.
See this? Like, he won, everyone. He finally landed a girl. He finally got enough status to get a leech who doesn't love him nor respect him. If this woman respected this guy, she would be telling him her honest feelings about whatever he's bullshitting about. She'd tell him what she actually felt about his conspiracy theories. This woman has no respect for this man or love for this man. And this guy, he's not in love with this woman. He's in love with an image. He doesn't know what her inner mind is. He just got the girl, and that's it.
She won, but I won. We're good?
Oh, you're sweet.
Yeah, he said that she won, but I won. See, he's trying to make it about them both, but he's recognizing that he got what he wanted. Finally, right. This is what you call getting lucky, everyone. You know, women love men, but you need to get lucky to get with them, right?
I want to give you a prize or something.
A prize?
Yeah, I don't think I could spell your name immediately.
Yeah, you couldn't. Okay.
Okay, well,
Can you see why she won?
it's pretty obvious. I mean, we.
How did she win? It's pretty obvious. And then he goes, ooh, ah.
I think we connect well. I hope well. I hope we do. Some of them are words. Just, I want to continue talking to you. I don't feel like I'm entertaining right now.
Am I making you nervous?
No.
No?
I don't feel I'm entertaining you now. In other words, because he gained status, this woman is just completely on his side, right? He doesn't have to, he feels like he's not playing a game, but he is playing a game. He's being played.
But I do want to just, everything about you is why.
I'm actually so sure right now.
So let's get some food.
Steak.
Steak, yeah.
Okay.
And eggs.
I know.
Let's get some steak. So this is going to be a farm girl, right? But I'm going to show off by buying a high status meal, you know, an expensive meal, steak.
Eggs.
I actually have 4 eggs.
Are you serious?
Sometimes in the morning.
Hey, why don't you offer her McDonald's? Because she loves you so much.
Like with milk and honey.
I'm about
It's
to.
like eggnog. About
Okay.
to propose to me.
No.
Holy shit, the Red Pill Bachelor, and they show this guy.
But because I have 4 eggs sometimes.
Raw eggs is what the? Okay, yeah, cool.
Okay, this guy's in cloud 9 because some woman finally said yes. If you guys think there's romance involved in any of this, I mean, you are hopeless. Because this is obvious what's going on here. And this is how hateful Just Pearly Things is to guys. This is actually a very common view women have to men, by the way, everyone. Is they completely see us as just people, not even people, just objects to be used. Her friend, who she respects because she's a fellow woman, said, can you find me a man with money and perhaps even fame, a sucker? And she said, sure thing. Here's a guy who is just desperate to get with a girl. Here you are. You just tell him whatever he wants to, laugh at all his shitty jokes and pretend you actually agree with all his conspiracy nut theories. This is as pathetic as it gets.